And we're live.
Hooray!
Hey.
Yay.
We did it.
We're here.
This week I bought a new computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, what
Yeah,
led to
I'm
that?
trying.
Necessity?
Mine had been kind of it.
Oh,
Mine had started to kind of like fall behind with like the video work I was doing.
yeah.
Um, and so I'm trying to pull up because I just got it from Costco. I was waiting for their sale to happen again,
Okay.
but for some reason it's not showing up. I'm trying to find the. Actually, you know what? I sent it to somebody. Give me a second. I can pop it in our chat for you guys to tell me how much of a bad idea or how much I screwed up or something.
Okay.
Or you can just ignore all that and just make me feel really good about the computer I spent a lot of money on.
You did a great job. I'm proud of you.
To be honest with you, if you're spending more money, it's probably going to be fine.
All right, this is the one I got.
Oh, right.
I buy power.
I forgot we're in a chat together. Okay.
I buy power. Trace mesh.
Let's see. 14700. Okay. 4060. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
Okay, yeah, that's about it. And I was looking at other sales as because I was waiting for this one to drop back down on sale. I was just looking at other sales around as it was happening, and every time there was something on sale that was like in this price range,
Yeah.
this seemed like it still was better. So it seemed like a pretty good deal. Yeah, 4060 graphics card. I'm upgrading from a 1060, so that'll be a jump.
Yeah, quite a bit. Hey, you can do like all the ray tracing stuff and whatnot now too.
Good, yes. Yep. So it's still in the box. I picked it up yesterday.
Nice.
Haven't unboxed it yet and set it all up, but we'll probably do that this weekend. But yeah, that's exciting. I think the first game I'm going to play is Helldivers for the first time, not on my Steam Deck.
Nice.
Nice.
I honestly think that even if you bought all these parts and built it, you're probably still spending about that. So that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the price. Can you turn the LEDs off when you get these computers?
Yeah, you can turn any of that stuff off. You would just probably have to do it through the BIOS. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that because I don't want any of the. I don't need all these.
There's usually literally just an
You don't
option
want to
for
light
it.
up your room in a rainbow of colors.
I'm just trying to get some work done. I don't need my keyboard having a party under my hands.
You can change, like, I like having a backlit keyboard a lot, and when you first put it on, it does the like weird woo like rainbow thing. You can just like set it to a nice chill color or whatever. That doesn't change.
Why do you like the backlit keyboard? Are you like using your computer in the dark?
Yeah, because most of my game time is between 10 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Ah, okay. Whereas, this is like my workstation.
Yeah.
I have the window blinds open usually. So,
Yeah.
so at the moment, I'm not using the computer right now. I need to set it all up and do all that first. I need this machine to still be like a work machine, so I can't switch like just immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited. Finally in the like real gaming PC group. Not just like jerry rigging this old machine I had. First computer I bought the last time I bought it 12 years ago.
Yeah. I do remember there was a time where you kind of upgraded some components because there were some issues. That was a few years ago now, but like that was still a few years ago now.
Yeah, like even the 1060 card and some more RAM was like at the beginning of the pandemic-ish. No, the card might have been earlier than that.
Yeah. I want to say 2019-ish, maybe.
So yeah, somewhere definitely around there. So yeah, this will be a big jump. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's great.
Fun, absolutely.
You can do a lot of game. You have Game Pass Ultimate, so you could play any game you want that has now, probably.
Yeah, not. I mean, I also do have an Xbox, so there was nothing stopping me from playing any of those games. But yes, I could now
you can play them
on
better, though, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah. I guess that's true.
Wow.
Some of them will just legitimately play better on a PC. It's just the way it is. But like, yeah, I mean, you could have played all of them for sure.
There's also the problem of like that this PC long term will end up back in this office room.
Yeah.
Not on the 4K TV, and so it's like, what's the point? I'll just play the Xbox. That's been my week. What's new with you guys?
Just dying from heat. So hot.
Yeah, trying not to go outside.
And it's going to be worse next week. Way hotter.
It's getting worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
we're
think
getting
I
back
saw-
to 34 and 35 Celsius,
35, yeah.
baby.
Yeah, I want to say maybe half a week ago I saw like it was a headline or it was a post on Reddit or something that you guys were gonna get like 10 days in a row of over 30.
Yeah, I think we've already started like day 1 or 2 of that. It's been pretty, and
Yeah,
it's going to get worse.
we're in the hot streak. It's really muggy feeling outside,
It
which
is,
is
yeah.
never a great feeling in Calgary.
That's Calgary. Well, I mean, yeah,
Yep.
like I was saying earlier, you got to enjoy that summer while you have it because you're gonna pay for it in the winter.
We'll only have it for like 2 weeks. 2 more weeks, and then it'll be fall.
Every week of
Theoretically.
summer you get is 2 months of winter, so
Yeah.
it's longer than usual. All right. Well, with that, let's do a podcast specifically about video games. Consider the top-down perspective for July 18th. I'm Sean Booker.
Paul Fleck.
John Wheeler.
Paul, what have you been playing?
Just been jumping around here and there. The big one, I guess, is Concord, that hero shooter thing that everybody was
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, great, or whatever when they showed it. Had a beta for PS Plus members or whatever, and I checked.
Actually,
that
as
thing
of right now, it has had 2 betas. It's the second one went live today.
Yeah, the second one is live today. Also, that first beta wasn't just PS Plus people. It was also anybody who had pre-purchased got access on either.
Right, which I think
Ah,
that's what it originally was just the pre-order people.
Yeah.
And then like last minute they opened it up to PS Plus. So a lot of the things I'm hearing is like maybe there wasn't a lot of pre-order numbers.
I'm assuming there's almost no pre-order numbers. Yeah.
I mean,
was
didn't it
pretty
only
shocked-
just get announced like 2 weeks ago? 3?
It only got announced about a month ago,
A month ago?
I think it
and-
got announced before that.
and people were, even then, it was a resounding meh when they saw it. So I think they wanted to garner some more interest.
Yeah, I'm trying to see when Concord was first announced. I know we got like gameplay for the first
Yeah.
time, or that
Yeah.
recent, but I think it had been announced before that. But it's kind of hard to find out when something was announced versus everyone just talking about like the release date or the beta date.
Sure. Also, in general, the name is not very SEO friendly since it could be a bunch of other stuff with Concord in it.
Yeah, like the Flight of the Concords.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the plane, the Concorde.
Right, exactly. That was my first thought, but Flight of the Concords was also a thing that. Yeah, that thing is
Concord.
good.
Okay, this is not even a full sentence. Concord was officially in May 2023,
Okay.
followed by a more expansive introduction the following year. Okay, well, thank you, fandom.com.
Yeah. So yeah, I played that.
Me
My
too.
I guess my early thoughts were I kind of like the different character looks and stuff. I thought like a lot of that is cool. It's very polished looking. I just didn't care at all though about that gameplay. I played for an hour and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't ever need to see this again.
I think I'm more positive on it. I love the like presentation, the UI, the kind of like pinks and blues, rainbow color to all that. I think it looks great. I do like the characters as well. I did enjoy it. I find myself since it's a hero shooter, and I tend to play hero shooters when it comes to like my competitive shooters. No ultimates. That
You're
was
right.
weird.
It is weird. You're right. I didn't even consider that.
And maybe that's why weren't really feeling it, because maybe you just needed an alt. You needed these characters to do something extra flashy.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I just don't want hero shooter right now specifically.
It's
'Cause-
not really a
Okay, that's
shortage
fair.
at the moment, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't really care. Ever since Overwatch
Out
1,
of the characters you did play, any that you actually liked?
yeah, I liked a few of them. The normal shooter guy seemed pretty cool. Specifically, I really
Okay, which
like
one? There's a couple normal shooter guys.
like literally he like came out of like a normal FPS or whatever. He has like an assault rifle and smoke grenades and shit.
okay, the like human one.
Yeah,
There's also the
he's
like
human,
scaly
too.
Michael Rooker looking dude
Not that.
who he just has like 2 pistols.
Yeah, he's more like a gunslinger or something. I'm talking about like the straight up military shooter type guy. Specifically, what I like is that I like his sights see through the smoke that he can put down. So that led to some interesting like corridors where I would smoke it out, and then I would just like stand in the end of it and look through and then just shoot people as they were like coming through because they can't see me.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. The other guy you're talking about, the scaly one or whatever, he's pretty cool because even though he has revolvers that take forever to reload, his passive is like when you switch from from an empty gun to another gun, the other one that you switch
And then
from
dodge.
reloads automatically or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It's cool. So you basically have like 3 full things, but you have to switch between the guns rather than reload or whatever. So it's kind of neat. I like the big robot that would vacuum up bullets and then shoot them in a big ball that exploded. That's fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of these characters, like again, as someone who does play a good amount of hero shooters, they felt pretty like unique, like a lot of ideas
They're
I
quite
haven't
unique.
seen before.
Yeah.
So I think that's another reason I quite liked it. The characters that really stuck out to me, I liked the fire crossbow girl, and I guess I should say she has a crossbow, like a one-shot crossbow that
He's like a
it
mage
homes,
though,
I
right?
think.
Or something.
But and she can also throw a fireball. Yeah, so she was cool.
Yeah.
But I really liked. I think their name was Roka or Raka, the jump kick one. It has the like rocket launcher.
Okay, I don't know that I ever played. There's
Oh,
also a
wow.
lot of characters. I don't think I played this one.
Yeah, I think there's somewhere around like 12 to 16-ish, I want to say maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking 15 or 16. It's something like that. It's high.
So this one, one of their main attacks is they like jump into the air, they hover for a second, and you like target the ground, and then they just launch into this
Oh
like
yeah,
slam,
okay.
and it does so much damage. I loved that. That was super fun.
Yeah, kind of like a Pharaoh or whatever, like floating in the air sort of thing, rockets, but uh, the
Oh, sure.
but no alt, like you were saying, and the
And
dive.
they can't stay in the air, like you can't be in the air all the time, but yeah, you do have this
They
like
just kind of
slam
float,
and
yeah, for a little
yeah.
bit.
That was my favorite character I played as.
Okay, she's pretty cool. That mushroom guy I thought was like meh until I saw somebody play him correctly, and I was like, this guy's
Okay.
the fucking worst. Like there's a part of the map where we didn't see this dude for a while. We go into this part of the map, there are spores everywhere, and this guy is fucking unkillable. He's just hanging out in this area and he cannot be killed. It's like, oh, that's how you're supposed to play this dude. Okay, I get it now.
That's fun. Yeah, I would like to see like some like I was playing through it like, okay, I'm gonna do one match with each person to get used to them. I only got about halfway through.
Yeah.
I just played it on the weekend. Um, and so I might pick it up again at this weekend because of the public beta. There's a new mode. I don't know which one they added in the new map. I think they said as well.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, because the two modes that were in the closed beta was just team deathmatch
Yeah.
and kill confirmed, basically.
Right. Yes, that's right.
I would have loved kind of a King of the Hill one. I have to assume that's coming.
Yeah.
It's a-
And like a
hero shooter.
transport escort site type thing probably too.
Or yeah, if they just want to make it Overwatch,
They're
like, yeah, I
they're
play
gonna totally
Overwatch
just make it
every
over.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so um, no, I'm cautiously optimistic, except it's not free to play. So I
Yeah.
have no idea the legs on this thing.
That was kind of my biggest gripe with it, is I was playing it thinking, you know, I'm having a little bit of fun with this. Hey guys, want to spend $50 fucking for this game to play it with me for a weekend? Like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, and just to clarify, that's 50 Canadian. It is 40 US.
50 Canadian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's hit or miss because that's what I would normally have said. But then Helldivers 2 came out and that was the same price and it did just fine. So it's like,
Yeah, it's
I don't
I
know.
guess depending on how much they support it and how much luck there is, I guess, in people accepting it.
yeah, I'm sure Helldivers, a lot of that was just like luck, like it just hit at the right moment, and it was like it just
For
led
sure.
to enough like funny videos on Twitter or whatever that it could just like rapid fire go up.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
I'm curious at what point did they pick that price point, and if Helldivers had anything to influence this, because this is also being published by Sony,
Yeah.
just like Helldivers was. So I'm curious if they had like a conversation, like 3 months ago. Like Sony called them up being like, "Hey, how much were you planning to charge for this again? Because we need to have a conversation right now."
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it might do fine. I I don't know. Like, what was the last type of these games to charge? Was it Overwatch? Like, since Overwatch have all hero
The
shooters
hero
been free to
shooter,
play?
to charge, yeah, maybe the original Overwatch. I don't know, because the only other thing that kind of comes to mind a bit is Foam Stars, and they charged for that. I have a feeling they're
Yeah,
going to do
you're
a
right.
similar thing with that, where first month it'll be free on PS Plus for everyone.
That
That's
would
my
be
guess.
fine, honestly. Because I'll tell you the problem with Foam Stars is I was hankering for some the other week, and I waited 5 minutes and still didn't get a match, so I turned it off.
Okay,
Mm.
there you go.
So I'm pretty sure that thing might be dead.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. Or it's gonna like come back as a free to play version, and then it'll die after like 2 weeks.
I would love for it to come back free to play, because then I can convince a bunch of people to just play with me for a little bit, and then no harm, no foul. They're out whenever they're out. I think that game's fun. It's just you can't find a match, so it's dead.
Sure. Yep. What was that? What was the car combat game that came out like last year on PS Plus? It went away like immediately.
Are you talking about Onrush or whatever?
Nope, that was years ago.
Because Onrush
This
is
was
one of my favorite games that just died.
yeah, same here. Love on Rush. I think that studio's even gone. No, there was a
It
car
was. It
combat
is.
one.
Yeah.
Um,
Car combat.
it was like last year.
Is it like arena combat or like racing?
Yeah,
Okay.
like an arena. What was that?
I can't picture it in my head at all. What it would be.
Destruction All Stars.
You're right.
Oh, this was like
Oh,
this
that
was like
was
2021.
vehicles.
I
My
forgot
God.
all about that. Yep.
I remember
Yeah.
the game. I just didn't think it had vehicles for some reason.
Right.
Yeah, it's only vehicles. Or did you get out of the car? It looks like there
I'm
are some
pretty-
people out of the car.
I'm pretty sure there was, because I remember the like trailers and stuff showing a dude shooting a car with a rocket or something.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was like 3 years ago, so but yeah, that just came and went. I don't think that was free to play. Oh, that was
Yeah.
a $70 title.
Yikes. Well,
Yep.
That's why what happened to that happened, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing too, because it's like, do you make it free to play and just like berate people until they buy something to keep your studio up, or do you like trust that enough
Yeah.
people will spend the $40, keep you guys employed, so you can provide more content and not have to just like drag them over the coals with ads? It's either way, you're kind of screwed if
Well,
you
I don't know
have
about ads, but I mean, you got to do you monetize it with Battle Pass. Like I feel like that if competitive games, like that's just the reality it is now. Like
Yeah.
you look at Apex, you look at Overwatch,
Yeah.
it's free to play. You do skins, you do Battle Pass.
I'm
Otherwise,
sure
you're
this
just not
game
gonna
will
get
have
enough
like a
people in
free
there.
battle pass to keep people in it, but yeah, like no premium track or
And
whatever.
then yeah, the $10 premium one, and like
Yeah.
unless you're Call of Duty, I think you have to go free to play Battle Pass.
I kind of think so too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed fine, but not something I would spend money on and probably not go back to.
I think it comes out officially next month. I don't remember when, but
It's
I think it's on
soon.
August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. I finished Space Marine. That game gets wacky in the right way. I wish I had played like just an hour more from the point I left it at back 13 years ago, because that second half is bonkers in the right way. That thing's great.
Didn't the second one like a big leak just happened this week or something like that?
I'm sure it did. Yeah, that's. Oh no, the whole like source code, not source code, a build of it completely leaked or something that people could play.
Oh wow.
Something like that. Like
Yeah,
an
like
early
it was
build.
a huge leak. It was an old version. I think I even saw like a not an apology tweet, but kind of a thing from the studio being like, "Hey, we're sorry that this got out there. Be careful what you're looking at. It's an old build." You know,
Yeah,
I didn't look too closely, but yeah,
I'm excited for that game. Should be good.
right on. Hey, John, what are you playing?
Dead Rising 1.
Nice. Getting ready for
Oh
that
yeah, I think you were
remaster
playing this
or
last
whatever.
week.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago I played it on so all I'm doing is on stream stuff again. So I ended up playing Dead Rising 1. Yeah, I forgot how bad the Survivor AI is in the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, really bad. Yeah, the game's still fun though. The actual loop itself is enjoyable. I really enjoy the game. It's just sometimes I forgot how frustrating the AI is, which is probably why I remember 2 a bit more fondly than 1.
Well, I mean, like I said last time, I remember 2's AI also being annoying.
Yeah, but
So,
it was still a step up, trust.
yeah. Are you not worried you're gonna get burnt out on Dead Rising by the time remake or remaster comes out?
Honestly, I could play another Dead Rising game after this, and I would still be excited for Dead Rising when it comes out. This is one of my favorite
Okay.
Capcom series. So
Sure.
I still have this stupid sledgehammer chainsaw
Yep,
pen that
I
they
have
gave
that
out
too.
for Dead Rising 2 when they were they had a little booth at PAX where there was they took over a shop and you had to go combine your own weapons and stuff like that. It was very silly.
The hell did mine go? It was
Would
just there. Whatever.
Wait, did 2 have the weapon combining? I thought that came in 3.
Nope, that was 2.
Two.
2,
Yeah.
Was
2
2?
and 3 have
Okay.
it. 2, 3, and 4 have it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
Right
Dead
on.
Rising's still fun. The only other thing I really did gaming wise was I started playing around with this guy here. Let me get it out of the case. The Analog Pocket.
Nice. Okay.
Right on. Okay. You've had this for a bit, right?
I have had this for a while, but I've actually not been playing around with it. This is the first time I actually
Yeah.
set it up. And now it's usable for streaming and everything because I got the dock and
Okay.
everything.
Right.
Yeah, this thing is fun. I mean, this is a Game Boy ass Game Boy game,
Hmm.
or it's a Game Boy ass Game Boy, but it's nice high def, good sound quality on it,
You
feels
got in
good
there,
to
Mr.
hold.
Driller?
Yeah, it's Mr. Driller.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a
No,
nice
and it works
screen.
with the dock.
Yeah.
You just plug it right in, it just goes straight to the TV. It works great. There's extra filters you can use for it. Save states if you have a memory card in. It's solid. Honestly, I can see why people were going crazy for this a year or 2 ago.
What's the controller you use when it's plugged into the dock?
You can use any controller you want. It supports
Like,
Nintendo,
over, like,
PlayStation,
Bluetooth, you mean,
Xbox.
or
Yeah, it has Bluetooth or wired. Or you can just buy 8-bit DOS stuff. It supports basically anything that's Bluetooth.
wired over USB, I guess?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
dock has 2 USB ports on it, and you can apparently even get a hub and just slap them in there.
Sure.
So it works pretty good, all things considered. I played around with that, and I played around with the Analog Duo as well, which is their TurboGrafx 16, their PC Engine clone console. It uses the same operating system that the Pocket does, so it's a little weird because the older stuff I have, like the NES and SNES, all have these little fancy animations when they boot up and everything, and this is just black screen silence, so it's a little awkward.
Hmm.
But it works really good. Maybe a little too good at times because I tried to sync a PS4 controller to my PS4 last night, and it synced to the Duo instead. So that was fun midstream to be like, why is this controller not working? And then notice that lit up.
Oh, that's weird.
But yeah,
I
no,
don't know if
they
this
seem.
was I don't know if this was last week or 2 weeks ago, but Analog just announced aluminum,
Yeah, but they announced aluminum
variants of
consoles
the
that are
Pocket.
$500 US.
Yeah.
The Pocket
Wow,
is
that is
normally
quite the jump.
200. Yeah, the Pocket's 220 or 200 somewhere around there.
It is.
Yeah.
220, and then it jumps to 500? How do
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
justify that jump?
no, it's
It's
insane.
crazy.
Normally analog products sell out really fast when they're limited. I think they're still available. I think the only one that sold out was the indigo color. There's still black, white, and
Yeah.
chrome or
There
gray.
yeah, there's natural, which is kind of like silver, closest to white. There's aluminum. Oh, sorry. Natural is the silver one. And there's a slightly darker silver, which is noir. And there's black. Then there's blue. Blue is sold out. And there's
Yeah,
no difference except the color, and I guess what it's made of.
yeah. The
That's
body,
nuts.
every part of it is aluminum. Apparently,
Why would That's more than twice the price.
they're luxury products. You don't need an analog pocket, but I'm a collector at this point. It's a nice thing to have, and it works
Yeah.
great for streaming. So
Oh, I totally get buying one of these makes sense. I don't get buying an aluminum one of these.
no, I
Yeah,
absolutely
paying
don't.
double for it, basically. Yeah.
More than double. Literally more than
double.
double. It's ridiculous. Okay.
For a
Yeah,
second,
no,
I
these
thought
are
you were gonna
cool.
pop out the NES Championship. Yeah, I mean, I've got the NES Championship too, but I haven't had a chance to play with that yet. So
Okay. I I was seeing a lot of people upset when that launched that it has no leaderboards whatsoever.
oh, that part I didn't
Really?
hear.
How
Okay.
insane is that? Like,
Huh.
not even friend leaderboards.
That is
Huh.
actually insane. That is absolutely insane.
I was like, Nintendo strikes again.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
Let's try and play like, backseat developer, justify that decision to me.
It'll save time programming. That's it. That's the only justification I can think of.
It
Because
won't
it's
make your
insane that there's no
friends
leaderboard.
feel bad when they're not as good.
Lineback says, so weird thing, it does have leaderboards, just that for some reason some people cannot access them.
Oh,
What? Is that
weird.
true? Okay.
Huh.
Because this game seems like it is specifically designed for leaderboards, and I thought they even showed a leaderboard on the commercial for it.
That's why it was so surprising, because then it was like, what's the point of it then, if there's not even that?
Oh, so it's like a bug? Okay, I'm gonna try.
might
I
be a
want to do a bit of
bug.
research.
Might be a bug.
It wouldn't surprise me.
But yeah, that's basically all I've been playing. That sucks because this week a bunch of stuff has come out that I wanted to play. Path of Teal Lotus came out. Gestalt,
Yep.
Steel and Cinder, that came out. There was
Both
a third- I
yesterday,
guess-
right?
Uh,
was
Gestalt, I
Gestalt
think was
earlier?
Tuesday.
Okay.
Bow was yesterday. Or
Bow was
Bow might have been
yesterday.
today.
Yeah.
This came out at the NS World Championship. I swear there's another game that came out this week that I was like, hell yeah! Why are you this week?
Sure.
Paul and I were just talking. Like 5 things came to Game Pass this week that I'm excited for. Right after this, I'm gonna play. Well, I guess in an hour. The Kunitsugami.
Oh, I
It's
think that might
Game
have been the
Pass.
game. I was curious about that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wild
Okay.
week, but that's all I've been playing.
Okay, I've been playing a few stuff. I already talked about Concord. So the next 2 are Game Pass ones that I just kind of previewed there. Magical Delicacy came out earlier this week. This is a cooking platformer.
I have this installed.
guess.
Waiting to get to it.
This is super charming. Love the presentation. Love the music. It is like wholesome, just chill, cozy vibes. You're a witch that comes to this like cliffside village. Your magical powers are you're really good at cooking. So you kind of go around and you talk to people and they're like, "Hey, I want you to make me this." You get the recipe and then you need to find the ingredients. And then there's a lot of like building out your kitchen basically, and it's stuff like, you start with just a pot. Pretty early you get a cutting board and a mortar and pestle, but they take up like chunks of the room, so you're also kind of designing the kitchen. That's all I have so far is those 3. But I just unlocked the person that will give me like way more and expand it to the point of that you like, hey, do you want to put platforms on your wall so you can like easily jump up the second floor as opposed to like having to run to the stairs and stuff? It seems like you're definitely going to be like really modular, building out how you want your kitchen to be designed. And then you're building you're collecting the ingredients, you're making the food, and then you're delivering it. So it's a lot of like kind of fetch questing around. And then that's where the platforming comes in, because since it's a like cliffside village, it's been built in like really weird and vertical ways. So there's a lot of like elevators, a lot of platforms. The first ability you get is a double jump,
Sure.
which is great.
Makes sense.
And weird caves. Like the second ability I got was like, now I have like a light emitting from me. So a couple of these dark caves that I found, I can now actually explore in there and stuff like that.
Cool.
And yeah, no, it's just like super delightful. It is a slow game. It is also like, this is not a skillful platformer. So if you're going into it for that, that's not what this is. It is more just like, it is primarily a like cooking management sim that the way you traverse the world is by double jumping around on some platforms. There's no like death or health meters or anything like that.
It gave Battle Chef Brigade vibes to me from the little I saw
Yeah,
of it.
I think Battle Chef Brigade is less on the cozy side. Like there's a challenge to that almost.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's even less than... Okay, I think I might be out then. Because I thought that
This is
was
just
pretty
like
easy.
this is primarily like a cooking simulator
Yeah, yeah.
and like management sim of being in the town and designing your kitchen and stuff like that. So I
Sure.
mean, I would give it a try at first. You'll probably feel how you like it within an hour,
Yeah. Yeah,
which is
yeah.
actually probably before you'll even get the double jump. Um, but yeah, that's Magical Delicacy. And then just today I started Dungeons of Hinterberg,
Okay.
and I am absolutely loving this game. I saw this game back at Xbox's event during GDC this year. This is a, I don't know, hack and slash kind of Zelda like, um, with a really cool art style. It's all cell shaded, kind of looks like, I don't know, Borderlands 1, but if it was like, you know, brighter colors and not just like sand and dirt everywhere.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah.
it was fun. It's set in Austria, which was fun because they're like referencing cities I was like just at. Um, but the way you can tell it's not real Austria is that Mozart's face isn't everywhere.
Sure. Okay.
Which, yeah, so I was like, got you there. This place is fake. Um, but the way this works is you come to Hinterberg, which is a town up in the mountains that is known for using magic, and a lot of monster slayers like to come here and slay monsters. And it's like kind of a tourism thing. So you come to this town, you're usually a lawyer in Vienna, and you want to take a break from that to be a monster slayer. So you come to Hinterberg, you go out on these missions, and what's really cool is they're very like kind of piecemeal. It's a very like pick up and play kind of game just for a bit. I'm just going to do this one dungeon. There's like 25 different dungeons eventually, and they're all kind of ranked on difficulty. So it's you can quickly see like, okay, what is my attack and defense stats? What is the recommended stats for this dungeon? And you can kind of do them in that order. And then the Zelda kind of aspect comes in where it's like you get abilities to do the different puzzle stuff. Whether it's like the first magic ability you get is you can summon like a bomb, or you can throw like a spike ball with a chain. You can see how that can be like, I'm gonna hit a target with this, or I'm gonna like plant the bomb here, run over to the thing, then blow it up so that I can get through the door, stuff like that. Um, yeah, traversing the world's cool. When you're not doing the dungeon crawls, it's persona. There's a day night cycle. You have to engage with the other people in Hinterberg, bring them gifts, raise your friend meter. And then by getting to certain stages of friendship with these people is how you unlock new abilities and upgrades for your character. And you have a little like kind of agenda planner journal whatever book that have everyone in there that you've met so far, and it'll say what their next upgrade is. So if you're like, you know what, I could use more health, I'm going to be friends with this person because their next upgrade is that I get more health. You can kind of pick and choose who you're going to be friends with and who you're going to choose your like evening time to spend, because you get to do like one person and then the time moves forward, you know, very Persona style.
Sure.
um but yeah, I'm liking it quite a bit. Just like, you know, new weapons, the numbers go up. Trinkets, they take up the trinket slots. You have a whole bunch of slots. All the trinkets are different numbers. I'm really enjoying Hinterberg. I think the writing's good. But the one thing that has kind of taken me out of it is that I think it looks great, except whenever something has font on it, it's the most like, oh, you just typed this font with a computer, because that is clearly too clean. That does not look like it is actually in the world, and that just breaks it for me. And it's such a minor nitpick. But every time I see like a sign or something and it's just like regular ass font as opposed to like actually modeled into the asset, yeah, that's my one gripe. But anyway, I'm gonna play more of that for sure. That's Dungeons of Hinterberg. It's also on Game Pass. I definitely recommend checking that out.
Cool.
And with that, let's do some news. Got a bunch of small stuff this week. This is kind of a weird one. Nintendo announced a new Joy-Con charging little dock.
Wait, why did this make
The
the
reason that
news?
Yeah, the reason this comes to news is it's kind of the question of why would you release this now and not like 7 years ago?
Yeah, true.
So
I
a lot
looked
of
at it, I'm
people are
like, wait, that's just the charging thing they already have, but it's just you put it on your desk now. Because there's literally
Yeah,
a cradle you can get for the Joy-Cons that is like the
like
dog
four
bone
of
or
them,
whatever.
right?
Yeah, no, like not yeah, that too.
Yep.
But
Okay.
Nintendo has an official one where it's just like, okay, here's the dog bone and everything. It puts two on there, and you just plug it in. It's basically just that, but it's on a stand now. Because like you, otherwise you'd use it as a controller.
Yeah, why would you not put this out like with the console? So it's making people speculate. Will the Switch 2 or whatever, will it work with this?
At this point, I really hope so, because otherwise
Probably.
that's a lot of controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are wondering. I'm kind of on the other part of like, I have a lot of Nintendo peripherals that's like supported like a game, and they never did anything else with it again. So Nintendo sometimes just puts out peripherals
I
just
mean,
for
their
the hell
track
of it.
record is not the greatest. Yeah.
Um, but anyways, that's the only reason it's in the news. People are wondering if maybe it'll not charge the new ones, maybe it'll hold the new ones. But yeah, somehow does it relate to the new console? That's kind of the one little bit of actual news maybe in there. Speculation.
Sure.
Here's a small one. So we all remember the whole FTC battle with Microsoft purchasing Activision.
Yep.
Um, this latest Game Pass price change and kind of reevaluation tier system has gotten the FTC's attention again, and they're not happy.
Right. Yeah.
I'll read this little chunk here. The FTC calls this new Game Pass standard tier a degraded product because new Game Pass users won't be able to sign up for the $10.99 Game Pass for console, which includes day one game access. Instead, Xbox Game Pass Standard will be priced at $15 and won't include day one games. And so the specific quote here is Microsoft's price increases and product degradation, combined with Microsoft's reduced investment in output and product quality via employee layoffs, are the hallmarks of a firm exercising market power post merger. Product degradation, i.e., removing the most valuable games from Microsoft's new service, combined with price increases for existing users, is exactly the sort of consumer harm that the merger of the FCT has alleged.
They're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty shitty.
It's not a great look. Yeah, like you finally got through. For the record, I don't think this is going to do anything. They have purchased Activision. Like, what could even happen at this point? A slap on the wrist, a fine. They seem fine paying money. So, but yes, it's not a great look. You buy Activision, you laid off. What was it, like 1,000 people?
Was it
2,000
that
people,
much?
whatever it was.
Jesus. Oh yeah, no, it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then a lot of their argument was around Game Pass. It's a user friendly thing, and they just made it worse, basically, based on the tiers and the price. So FCC is getting involved. Who knows if it'll go anywhere? I personally don't think it will. Just like the Halo TV series, which has now been canceled after 2 seasons.
I never heard anyone say anything good about the show at all.
The thing I heard is that
Master
season
Chief
2 is
showed his
actually
ass.
pretty good.
Really, I always heard people trashing the first season. So
I'm wondering
maybe
if
they
those
turned around in season
people.
2.
I'm wondering if those people are also because season 1 was so bad that anything was better.
Yeah, maybe. Like I said, I stopped watching before he even showed his ass, so I'm not really one to talk. But I clearly did not help the season or the show survive.
Yeah.
I did not think that show was very good. I did not watch season 2, but it did not. There was no way I was going to watch season 2.
You think it would have done any better on like a Netflix or something that people have more of rather than Paramount Plus? Even just like randos trying it out.
By default, it'll be in front of more eyes for sure.
Yeah.
Who has Paramount Plus? Do you know anyone who has Paramount Plus?
I don't know a
I
single
do.
person. Oh, okay.
You do?
I know one.
Okay.
Why?
Is it you?
No, it's not me.
Okay.
But it was
Okay.
nice because I got to watch Beavis and Butthead at their place.
Okay. Yeah.
Why do you have any idea why they subscribe to Paramount Plus? Is there like a show they need or something? You don't know. All right.
Don't even remember.
The only reason I had Paramount Plus is because at one point I worked for CBS. And an employee of CBS, every employee of CBS gets a subscription to Paramount Plus.
Okay. I do once a year for Star Trek I could see. Also, I think in Canada, aren't they the ones with South Park? Isn't that where that's if you want South Park digitally, that's where you have to go.
Yes.
The Star Trek one is true. Everyone I know who ever did have it was for Star Trek.
Was a
because they have a
Trekkie.
lot of Star Trek.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess yeah, pour one out for the Halo show. I guess it's kind of a bummer. It took so long for them to get that show out there, and then that's the end. Like you will never get another one of these again.
Yeah.
All right, Splitgate 2 is coming. It was announced today. Who remembers Splitgate?
That thing is
That's
cool.
the teleporting shooting game, right?
Yeah, the Halo Portal mixed
Portal,
game. I
yeah.
liked Splitgate. I played about a week of that. That was a fun concept.
Sure. Yeah.
Except for 2025, not a lot of details. It's been moved to Unreal Engine 5. Looks like they're probably definitely going to be going with character skins and put a lot more monetization in there.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised. It should probably be free to play. I think the last one was. In fact, I was trying to remember. Can you still play Splitgate, or did they just like take that away?
I actually have no idea. Let me quickly see if
idea.
I could download it. Splitgate free. Yeah, you can still play it.
Okay. For some reason, I had in my head that they just like took it away for some reason, but yeah, I don't know where I got that from. Anyway, Splitgate is cool. I will happily play some more Splitgate if it looks prettier. That's awesome.
Yeah, Splitgate has 460 players currently, so they're not doing great, but you know.
No. EMEO, we know what the EMEO thing is from last week from Nintendo's YouTube channel.
Right.
So I think surprising anyone. I don't think anyone had this on their bingo card. EMEO, the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club. It is
a new Famicom Detective Club game of all things.
Okay.
The last one came out 30 years ago, from what I understand.
Well, I mean, they remade the two of them and put them on Switch, but yeah, it's a new one, which is wild.
Yes, I was about to say those two remakes that came out, I think 2021. I have kept my eye on them. They have never once gotten a sale.
It's Nintendo. I don't know what you're expecting.
Hey, even Nintendo products will have a little bit of a sale. Like Mario March 10th.
You know when you'll get a sale on those? When EMEO comes out.
Sure.
Yeah, probably.
Well, then I'm not playing EMEO. I'm going to play the old ones. This one's at least getting a physical release, so maybe the retailers will discount it because they have a bit more sway than Nintendo does. The only thing I ever really heard about those games is they're cool, but they have such old gameplay design that it's almost required to have a guide, or you will just have no idea how to get through those games.
I mean, they are Famicom games back when like things weren't fully figured out, so I'm not entirely shocked.
Yeah, so that's fine. I'm happy to play through with a guide. If you want my opinion, just play Ace Attorney. There's a bunch of those.
Sure.
They're fantastic. Anyways, yeah, a new Famicom Detective Club game. That's cool. It's interesting. August 29th. I think it was. I just closed the tab. $50 for the physical one. Yeah.
Probably.
So
sounds
maybe
right.
maybe the other ones, or maybe it'll be 50 on digital as well. Those other ones are 30 each, I think. Or if you buy them both, you get like a $10 discount. There's a discount if you get them both. I can't remember the full prices are. This one is more expensive though. All right, Resident Evil 7 launched on iOS earlier this month. It's doing terribly sales-wise.
Color me shocked.
Yeah. This comes from a report from mobilegamer.biz, who thinks there has been a total of about 2,000 paying customers for this game.
What is this again?
This is Resident Evil 7. It's about like zombies and stuff.
This is a port on the iOS.
Oh, you said Resident Evil. What did I hear instead? Jesus. I heard something like about a naval ship. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this on here?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently, I'm off in another world. Sorry.
More than 2,000 people would have bought that. Yeah, so this also comes. There was a report a couple months back. I can't remember if we talked about it on the show or not, but all of these iOS ports of like full games, now that like the iPhone 15 and whatever can play kind of like full video games. This includes like Assassin's Creed Mirage, Death Stranding. They're all selling terribly.
Yeah.
And And I think what they were kind of talking about is like, because they're coming to these platforms basically at full price, which is not the typical, phone game price. And they're arguing a lot of people who have these phones or who would be willing to spend this money probably have a console or a gaming PC already. The likelihood of somebody
Mario
having
Run this is like just the argument with Mario Run again. Like Mario Run was like full price, and we're like, why would you buy this? I feel like it's just that again.
The thing
Right.
about Mario
Well,
Run is
I mean,
at least it was a game made for that thing. This is just a game that's been ported, I think.
right. Mario Run was also $10. I quite liked Mario Run.
Yeah, I did too,
Only 10 bucks?
honestly.
I thought it was way more expensive. All right.
No, it was about 10.
No, I mean it was, I think it was 10 for the full unlock, yeah. But these are like full price titles, so you think about it, you have to be somebody who has like an iPhone 15 Pro or whatever, the newest iPhone,
Right, yeah.
and you have no other way to play Resident Evil 7 somehow.
Yeah.
Like you could buy 3 Switches for the price of the new iPhone, you know what I mean? Like it's a
Uh-huh.
weird, like who is this person? Anyways, we'll see if that keeps happening. Last news story here. Xbox is doing a sweepstakes for a controller that has a butt.
I knew you were going to pull this. I knew it.
I knew you here. I'm so good. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
This is a hashtag Xbox cheeky controller sweepstakes. This is for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. There's a console as well, but the controller does have a butt, and it's designed to look like Deadpool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cool. I mean, if you had to own one of these, do you want the butt controller or the Sonic controller?
I just want to know how ergonomic it is, because like this is where my fingers rest on these usually.
Right,
So how's
yeah.
it gonna feel when it's like out like this?
Heavenly.
Yeah, like if it felt okay, probably that, just because furry controller sounds really gross to me still.
Furry controller, I feel like the analog sticks would get kind of caught in the hair.
Yeah.
Also that, yeah.
What I don't think this is the case. I wish does that controller have like a little bit of give? Or is it just hard plastic?
Yeah, you're talking about like the mouse pads or whatever.
You want to rest like a little rest cushion.
Yeah, yeah.
Stress ball ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I hope the one person who gets this puts some video of it online.
Oh, they will. 100%. Yeah.
Yep. All right, that's going to do it for news. Let's do some questions. If you want to send a question in, it's topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter, the Discord channel, or John's P.O. Box. This first one comes from Suku, who writes, "What's your favorite version of the Chocobo theme?"
I unironically like the heavy metal one from 13 too. Like, come on and ride that chocobo. That one. But if we're not counting that one, this is gonna sound really stupid. There's an old "You're the Man Now" dog,
Nice.
video that was the Chocobo theme with Bill Cosby nonsense over it from like Family Guy.
Yeah.
That for some reason that just pops in my head whenever I think the Chocobo theme. So it's got to be that.
For me, it's
Great.
definitely the heavy metal version that plays when you're doing the special side quest race in Rebirth against the like robot chocobo thing.
Oh, I don't think I did that one.
That thing is that theme is fucking awesome. It's so good.
Okay.
That race sucks, but it's so good.
I would assume that race sucks. Most of those races, once you got near the end, they sucked.
Yeah, they did.
Most of those mini games, once you got to like the hard levels, they sucked.
Yeah, you're very right. They do.
Really selling me on this game.
I'm glad you guys had good answers, because I don't have a good answer for this one. So
No answer? Okay.
Nope.
Rasterman writes, have you ever watched a series at 2 times speed? If so, what was your justification for doing so? And if not, when do you think it's applicable? It's the second half. No,
I've only done this with, I usually just do this with shows that have intros, because I just like what it sounds like sped up. Like I used to do this with Speed Racer and Gundam.
But just the
okay.
intro,
like,
right? Like not
the
the
only
series.
yeah, the
Yeah,
intro. Like the
yeah,
only time
yeah.
I've watched like an actual episode of double speed is probably like one I've already seen before. So something like this is just background noise basically. I have a friend that like watches like everything at double speed and I don't know how they do it. Genuinely.
I can kind
You
of
know
see it.
why?
Efficiency.
Yeah, I
They can
definitely
get more
know why.
content in.
Some things are way too
Okay.
long, and you want to
Also
be
that.
there for it. So you're just like, this is an hour long. I can make it half an hour because that's my break at work. Or like, I totally get why you would do it.
I don't think I've ever done it for a series. I can't see myself really doing it for a series. If I'm
Me
at that
neither.
point, it's like, why am I watching this?
For a series,
I
yeah,
clearly don't care.
yeah, like you're watching it out of obligation. Like maybe if you had to review a series and you just had a deadline, maybe. But like for like I think we all watch series for enjoyment. So why would we do that?
Move on to something else. I've definitely done it for like YouTube videos where I'm just like, okay, come on,
Yeah.
get to the actual how-to thing I'm looking for.
Yep.
Very
done it
common for how
and
to do
podcast.
videos, yeah.
Every podcast, I have it at like 1.5 speed.
Yeah, I do it pretty regularly for podcasts as well.
Yeah.
Dad writes in and says, let's say you recommend a game or a product to someone and then try it out and either like it or dislike it. Sorry, and they try it out. Does this interaction feel better or worse if it's to a friend or for a paid segment? Example, sponsored stream, CNET video. Bonus question for Sean. How many of the 2,000 sales of Resident Evil 7 on iPhone do you think you contributed to or took away from?
I don't remember. I think I did say no. I didn't say it was the worst version. The Switch was the worst version of Resident Evil 8. I don't understand why anyone would play that one.
Yeah. I would feel
contributed-
bad
I
if a
don't-
friend did not like a recommendation. A friend, a viewer. I'm like, I get it. Everyone's got different tastes, but it sucks when you're like, I know what you like, and I was wrong. That's what stings.
Yeah.
I think what sucks is like if they paid for it and they didn't like it, and it's like
That
"Ah,
too.
I'm sorry, bud. I just wasted you $20 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay you back. That would be ridiculous, but I do still feel bad.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think anyone bought Resident Evil 7 based on that like comparison video I made for 8 earlier this year. Okay, next one. I'm going to actually read it from the email. I forgot to transfer it over. Kevin writes, what are some good gateway shooters, either third person or first person? I'm assuming this is like gateway into the genre.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wouldn't that depend on what kind of first-person shooter you want to do? Because now there's like
Totally.
subgenres like boomer shooter, hero, team tactics,
Yeah,
standard.
well, I think it's just I think if it's just shooter, like just and then you can pick from whatever if you think a good one.
I mean, if you just want a shooter like Call of Duty,
It's Call of
or
Duty and
maybe-
Halo. Yeah. Are
Yeah.
the intro.
Call of Duty was what I was going to say. It would not be a great gateway because it's going to be difficult. That's what I think. It's going to be like too much.
I mean, you
They're
can
pretty
even
easy.
start with a single player so you can get used to it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That's
That's a
what
good
I.
idea.
That's what I was thinking. I never play multiplayer Call of Duty anymore.
Oh, I was
so
referring
yeah.
to multiplayer.
Oh, that would be difficult. You're right. Yeah.
I think you got to take in like time to kill because Call of Duty's is a very short time to kill, which
Yeah.
is hard for like newcomers.
Halo's
Whereas
very
something
good
with
for
a
this.
longer Halo's super good for this. You know,
Yeah.
they have shields, regenerating shields and stuff. So I think Halo's a good one. I also think the finals that has a pretty low time to or a pretty long time to kill, I should say.
Yeah.
And it's also really easy to help, like to be useful on that team without even necessarily shooting people because you can just be like, hey, I'm just going to throw rockets at that building, and hopefully that helps you guys out, and that's
Yeah.
fun too. I think the finals is a good one, and then obviously I'm going to say like Overwatch because
Overwatch is a good answer.
Time to kill is very long, and it is not as like snappy. And there's a lot of ways to like be totally helpful. Just like, hey, I'm going to heal, or I'm going to use the person who's like weapon like locks on, so I don't even have to be good at aiming.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of variety there. I think that's what I would recommend for gateway. And then yeah, Call of Duty's kind of, and what was I just playing that had a very fast time to kill? X Defiant.
X?
It's also you gotta be
Defiant,
like
yeah.
really yeah.
Yeah. Those can be frustrating if you're not kind of in already. That's true. Because of the time to kill.
Siege, probably the worst one. Like, that's the
Yeah.
high end. It's so tactical. Every like bullet counts.
And more importantly, you have to know those maps because it's all about like what walls to take down when you hear a sound now than it is actually shooting a gun. That game has gotten crazy.
Sight lines and stuff. Yeah, like Siege is the worst one. Don't play Siege.
Yeah. Yeah, don't play Siege. I agree.
or just don't play Siege.
Just don't play Siege. Fuck Siege.
And and I'm speaking like all these I'm kind of thinking competitively. I think if anything has a single player, you could do kind of anything at that point because you're going to be able to turn the difficulty down. You're not playing against high skill. Like anything you're kind of interested in, single player, go for that.
Lineback has Splatoon. That's a great one. Like if you're willing to spend some money.
Splatoon is such a different game
it's
though,
so
than
different.
any other shooter. That's the only reason I don't say it. Plus, it's usually third person.
Also, Payday 2 is
fine.
weirdly great. That's a great one, too.
I thought that we were trying to specifically do first-person shooters, I guess. But no, I guess
it said first or third person, so you can go either way.
Yeah, fair enough, then.
Yeah, I guess Splatoon, because it's like almost like not a shooter. I guess that would be a really good gateway, because it's like, well, this is half a shooter, so I'm a little bit better at shooting now.
Yeah. Phantom Aegis writes, hello, TDP crew. What song would you want playing at your funeral? I would smile in my grave if they played Staying Alive.
Yeah, that's what Phantom says.
That's pretty good. I don't actually know.
I hate that the first thing that came to mind for me was 433.
Okay.
What is 433?
It's literally 4 minutes and 33 seconds of silence.
Okay.
I don't know why that came to mind. I don't know. What would be an actual choice that would be?
I thought you were gonna like say like I want to rickroll them.
No, I don't want to rickroll them. I want to pick like I don't know, like exit for a film or exit story for a film. Whatever the name of that song is from Radiohead. That's not a bad option.
Oh no, man! A song that ends with "We hope that you choke" is kind of rough.
That might be funny depending on how I die.
True. I don't know. Wow. I've never thought of this, weirdly enough.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about it. And like all the songs I'm thinking of, it's like I want to play like a good song, but then I'm like, I don't like a good song. Like I don't want people like getting up and dancing because no one's gonna like want to do that.
Good
you know
Riddance, Time of Your Life by Green Day.
Yeah. Basically any song that they would have played for your high school graduation.
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly. I was thinking like fucking graduation
song,
as we go.
Vitamin
on,
C. Yeah.
We remember.
Yeah, this is hard because like you almost don't want to pick like something super stereotypical because it's like kind of boring and sad. But then it's also time you don't want to go the other way because it's like it shouldn't be upbeat and happy, and there's a reason these are like cliches.
Do they still do graduation songs? Or is it still just like Good Riddance and the Vitamin C song and stuff? Because those are kind of like...
There's gotta be more now.
There's gotta be more, right?
More. Yeah.
I'm not up with modern music, but there are still students graduating every year.
I heard that one of the new ones that they use sometimes is that that I'll tell you all about it when I see you again song or whatever.
Oh yeah, the Fast and Furious.
The Fast and Furious. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. It might just be See You Again.
7?
Yeah, that one. But like that seems like a weird kind of dour one in a lot of ways.
So is Time of Your Life. Time of Your Life is about like...
That's true.
Was it his father's drug addiction or was like him passing away? I forget.
Sure.
No, Waking Up When September Ends is about his dad passing. That's what it is.
Charlie Puth or whatever. Puth. I don't know. Yeah. That song, though. You know what? Play that at my funeral. That's a good one. There you go.
All right. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Final countdown. Like, there you go. I don't have a great answer for this one.
Clearly, I want to hear All Star from Smash Mouth.
Okay.
But they wheel out the casket on the sum, just like Shrek does when he kicks down the door in Shrek. So.
Okay.
I don't know why
That's
came to
that's
mind
weird
before
because
that.
then you have these people who are sad and they're wearing black,
Yeah.
but then they're like
So,
kind of laughing a bit.
To be
you
fair,
fi-
I have said when I die, I want to ruin fireworks for people because I want my body to explode. So, like, I don't know, man. I'm not the person to
Whoa.
ask this question
Holy
to.
smokes! Okay.
Do you
I think I,
do you
I
want
said I
to
want to die like a Power Rangers villain where I just fall over and explode. Or
be the firework then?
I don't. Maybe I don't know.
Like
Okay.
you're like your corpse is strapped to a rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why the fuck not?
That would be
I
kind of
think my
dope.
original joke was like, I want to take a car that's burning, drive off a cliff, and have it explode midair. I'm like, that would be fucking
Okay.
cool.
That would be kind of dope. And then if zombies ever happen, you wouldn't have to be one, right?
Yeah,
Which,
exactly.
that's also great.
So if you're getting strapped to the rocket, would you want like your back against it and you're kind of just like a limp, like your limbs are down and it's like
I
maybe
want to
like
ride that
strapped
thing like
across your
Doctor
chest?
Strangelove.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
that's another one. The
But
other
I
way I
kept
was
my hand in
thinking
my
was
hand.
you tie like the wrists and the ankles together so it looks like you're hugging the rocket with your arms and your legs.
Oh, like a Wile E. Coyote or something. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
The Doctor Strangelove one's good if you just like do just the ankles because then
Yeah.
your body will just kind of
Then
be
you're like a
flapping
wacky
there.
waving
You could tie
inflatable tube
one
man.
hand
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
use like some
rodeo
piping,
style.
like some metal to keep it in place.
Yeah. That's good. We were talking about music, right? At some point.
No, we were. We were.
All right, fair enough.
Sorry.
Last question from Hebrew Lantern. If there was an anime about your life, what would it be called?
Dream
Hard
Walker.
questions this week. Green Walker?
Dream Walker.
Dream Walker. Okay.
Yeah, because I have all these very weird dreams I keep bringing up during Dream Watch. So
Okay.
I'm on my stream. So I feel like Dream
You do
Walker.
Stream Walker or Screen Walker?
All of these, yeah.
All these.
The misappropriation of time.
It's appropriation of time. Okay.
This is where they use the vitamin C theme. So they just that's the opening intro for it.
Man, I'm blanking. An anime has to sum up my life. Shrek 5, the anime.
They already making Shrek 5 though.
They will eventually.
No, they've announced
just
it.
my-
Like it literally has a release date.
Or is that Shrek 4?
No, it's Shrek 5. Shrek 4
There's
was the
already a
one where
Shrek
like
4?
they did the Rumpelstiltskin thing where like you got put in an alternate timeline.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Well, this is Shrek 5, the anime. So the movie will
Yeah,
come out, which will
there's a
boost
difference.
sales.
There is a
A lot
difference.
of people will be like, "Oh shit, there's an anime. I'm going to buy that as well." And they're going to be like, "What the fuck is
Yeah,
this?"
they took some real liberties with the source material on this one.
Ooh.
Like, I guess in that one episode he had a green shirt, but like, what? All right, that does it for questions. If you want to send a question in next week, updownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter, the Discord channel, or John's P.O. Box. What is your game of the week?
Dead Rising, I guess.
I'll give it a Space Marine. I finished it this week, so yeah.
I'm going to give it to Dungeons of Hinterberg.
Nice. You guys watching
Thanks everyone for
Evo
listening.
this weekend? Evo?
I'll probably
That this
catch
weekend.
the finals of like one of the games, or I'm sure there'll be some hype moments people will be clipping and throwing around. So,
Street Fighter 3! Oh my god! Yeah, I hope.
dude, 3. Everyone's
Sounds like
getting so hyped for 3 until it gets to the finals, and like they're all seeing the same teams over and over. It's like, oh, right, this is why. Because it's the same issue Marvel
Yeah.
2 had, or Marvel 3 had last year.
It's because everybody remembers the key moments that are amazing, and they forget the 20 games of literally just like parrying and ducking out of stuff.
Every time they do an Evo throwback tournament, it's going to be that exact same problem. And it's going
Yeah.
to be hilarious.
Probably watch like a finals or a highlight one. How
Okay.
many years ago was it when what's his name like fought through the entire like losers bracket to go back into the finals?
That was
This
only
for
like 2
Street
years
Fighter, I
ago,
think.
right? Oh wait,
that 2 years
2021
ago?
maybe? Maybe 2021?
Everything I'm referring to this episode seems to have come out in 2021, so I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, okay.
All right, well, we'll talk about Evo next week. But for now, thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.